It was very easy. A year and a half ago, I heard about lung therapy, but I knew I couldn't go because they were only in gyms. So when my doctor suggested, this is like a miracle. So my doctor sent in the paperwork and they called me up, and that wonderful box showed up with all the equipment. So it was grand. Well, I'm a little technically challenged, but that's a good point because it was very easy to do. And two things. Then that lovely woman came to do the assessment, and she hooked up the watch, that keeps track of your blood pressure and your pulse, your heartbeat, and made sure everything was right and told me where to put the chair so the instructor could see me. So it was very personalized, and I was very surprised they sent all those wonderful things. No, it was so, as I said before, I could never have gone anywhere. I'm homebound. So this was just amazing, and it was so easy, and the instructor was so compassionate, and she herself had experience with all of these things. So she was a model. It was easy to see her on the iPad, so it was just show and tell, and it worked very, very well. That's one of the marvelous points, because yes, at first I was a little scared. Could I do this? There's a lot of exercise in the program, but that, of course, is the point, to strengthen your lungs. So the first session I started doing, I'm on a walker. My classmates were healthier, or they appeared to be. And so the instructor would then tailor things for me to do if I couldn't do them standing up with the walker, if I needed to sit down. And she did it quickly and easily, and she'd show me, but keep going so nobody was left out. And I think that was a huge point, that tailoring, that special care, because I was different than the others, but not to the exclusion of the others. And of course, besides the exercise, there's all the information about lung disease, about anxiety, about helping you get better, about helping you plan. And it was, every class had a different focus. So yeah, it was quite marvelous. The instructor was very knowledgeable. So it wasn't just looking at slides, that if you know anything about teaching anybody anything, they can read a slide in 1 second and you're still going blah, 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 blah. So what was great about this is all the added. You do this, here's the basic information, but she added so much to it, and that really made it work. And then she added personal information and websites and all sorts of things to the information we were given each week. So it was very valuable. I think they're the most fabulous people I ever met. We had one instructor, but then a couple times other people had to step in, and they were just as good. And you felt connected to them. And I think every week our instructor would go out of her way to ask how each of us was and how that pertained to what we had done and what we were going to do. So it was very intimate in its own way. And the other fabulous thing is my other classmates also had good ideas. So the discussion at the end was very rich and very, very worthwhile. Well, this will sound sort of silly. I plan to survive. Doing those exercises was quite a stretch for me. Now, I work out every day, and I have a trainer that I work with twice a week, but this was above and beyond. And I really like the encouragement to keep going and do it, but never beyond your abilities or your strength or your breath at that time. So I think it moved me forward to do more. And I'll be honest, I'm going to miss this, which is something I don't know if I would have said at the beginning, something fierce, because I really got the important exercise I need. I could always breathe better right after the class, even though we had done aerobic exercise and all that sort of thing. Well, there's no doubt that I'm stronger, that I am able to do more. My breathing is terrible, and I have COPD. It will always be terrible. So endurance and strength are really, really important. And I think that's what the program gave me.